This content is on how to load the magazine of a gel blaster gun with bullets, specifically M4S high speed electric burst, as this is my toy gun. And for like gel blaster guns, it uses beads as bullets, right? So here are the beads. It's inside this pocket, and this pocket contains 500 beads. And beads this small size cannot be used as bullets. You see, they're too small, right? So it must be bigger for you to be able to use them as bullets. And the way to grow them big is to immerse them in water. So I have a bowl of water here, and I'm gonna open a pocket and immerse all these bullets. I mean, these beads. They're not bullets yet. They are not bullets yet. They are still beads. So you have to put them in the water, immerse them in the water. And you don't just immerse them in water. It's not gonna grow big soon. It has to be immersed for at least 4 hours. Why? Because there's a specific size for the beads to be used as bullets. It must grow to 7 to 8 millimeter. So it must grow, the size of the bullets must be within 7 to 8 millimeter. And it's about this big. Using a straight rule or measuring rule, on a measuring rule you have two edges, one for the inches and one for the centimeters or millimeters. This small division here represents 1 millimeter, so 7 of that would be around this much, so that should be the size of the beads. And that can only be attained if you immerse the beads, those beads, or if you immerse those beads for at least 4 hours. And I did that, and this is how it is after 4 hours. So these are the beads, right? They have grown bigger after. So that size is about 7 to 8 millimeter. So after you immerse them in water for at least 4 hours, and you think that it's already 7 to 8 millimeters. Oh, by the way, it's not gonna grow bigger than 7 to 8 after 4 hours. So immersing them for like 6 hours, I think it's not gonna help, because the maximum size these beads can grow is within 7 to 8 millimeters for about 4 hours. So this is how they look like after 4 hours. But you have to put them in a strainer to remove excess water. If you don't remove water within those beads, or the beads will not come out of the gun if there's much water in them, because the water acts like adhesive. So beads that are clustered together because of amount of water won't help fire the beads out of the gun. And besides, if there's so much water in the beads and then you put them in the magazine, there's a possibility that the amount of water that's collected in the magazine could go up and affect the wiring, right? So it could damage the electricity or the wiring of the gun, right? So that could be a problem. So in order to prevent that, and also for you to be able to make those bullets fire out or come out of the gun, you need to strain the grown beads. You need to put them in a strainer to remove excess water, right? And then with those excess water removed, you can place them in another container like this. This bottle is actually provided. It came with the package, so see, there's not much water left, right? So this is all like dry, but you don't really have to dry the beads, because the beads have to be hydrated. They have to remain wet and with water to remain in that size, or to remain in the required size of 7 to 8 millimeters. Because if the beads are dehydrated, right, or have been exposed too long in a dry state, then it's gonna get smaller. A smaller bead won't be able to fire out of the gun also. So you have to maintain the size of the beads within 7 to 8. according to what I have read or based from the experience of other people who have used this gun or gel blaster beads, a stored bullet like this or stored beads like this can last for about a week. So now let me put this beads inside the magazine. Okay, so now let me load the magazine with beads or with the bullets. So I have to remove the magazine, and for me to be able to release or remove the magazine, I have to press this button there, right? And this type of magazine, the loading is this way. There's this door that you see an arrow to this direction. All I have to do is press or slide this arrow to that direction, right? So now you see the opening. This is where you put the beads in or the bullets. And for me to be able to do that, I need a funnel. So I'll put the funnel here and then put in the beads slowly, so that because the beads are bouncy, they're like balls. So once you drop one of them, it gonna dribble away from you and you wouldn't know where it goes. So I need a funnel and drop the beads out slowly. See, they're bouncy, to make sure that it goes inside the magazine. It's fun to look at when the beads bounce that way. How many beads or bullets can be placed in a magazine? I have no idea. But I think, as you can see, there are some beads that you can see, but I believe there's more room for the beads. Let me close it, shake it to compress all the beads. And then, okay, see, now you don't see any bead, right? So that means I'm able to compress all the beads and they're at the bottom part, right? So I believe I can put in more since I still have this many. So again, drop them slowly so the beads don't bounce off the funnel and gets nowhere. I already have lost some beads because I was not aware that they're that bouncy. Closed, and then shake to compress. Open. Still there's more room. It's like the magazine is full of beads already. Yep, it's full already. I shake it to compress the beads inside, but you now you'd see beads up here. So I think that's enough. And close this one so that you prevent the beads from dehydration. And then you have to press this button to load the bullets. I mean, to actually, because what happened is this magazine has two compartments, one bigger and one smaller. Right now, all the beads are in the bigger compartment. They are collected here in this compartment. And when the firing goes, the trigger actually pushes this button. And each time it pushes the button, a bead starts to go up, right? It starts to go up here. So the bead starts to go up to this through the smaller compartment, one at a time. So I'll show you that that's what's happening. So I'm gonna cock. Right now there's this hole and you won't see any bead, right? There's no sign of bead that is in this smaller compartment. So I'll try to press this button and let's see if a bullet starts to go up through the smaller compartment here, one at a time. So there, I start to see a bullet going up. There, do you see it? See, now there's the bead there, right? That means a column of bullets has already filled up the smaller compartment, and so we'll be able to fire now. So that's what I did, because last time when I didn't do this method, the magazine's loaded but no bullet comes out, or no bullet came out. So then I realized I have to press this button, make sure that the smaller compartment here is full of beads or bullets for you to be able to fire. So now I'm gonna insert the magazine. And then I'll test fire. So here we go. I'll show you to the target. I'll turn the camera to the target to show you of the test firing that I'm going to do. Do you see the target? I'll use the laser there, right? I'm not sure if the laser is configured with the telescope, but I'll just try. I'll set the firing to semi, so that means one fire at a time. Let's see. Oops, see the bullet? It's not really that accurate, I guess, but the position or the orientation of the red dot is quite close to the correct one, because I was able to hit the target paper, right? The target board. I'm just not sure if I hit the marker right at where the dot is. But again, this is contents just to show you how to load the magazine, and that it's working. The method that I use for loading the magazine is working because it starts to fire. So I'm gonna do one more time. There, right? You see it? There. Now for the automatic, let's see how the papers go when I shot it using the automatic mode. There. It's fun. I hope you enjoyed this content, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more upload in the future. Bye. And by the way, after about 30 minutes, the small beads that I put in this bowl 30 minutes ago are now this big. It has grown bigger, right? So this is about 4 millimeters, but it's not enough. It has to grow to 7 to 8 millimeters before you can use them as bullets. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to get notified for new upload. Please check out the end screens for more contents like this. Thank you for watching.